have a connection. It's not physical and it's not spiritual. Anybody want to take a guess? Oh, all right. We're all connected by the internet. As a matter of fact, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, 22% of Americans aged 3 and up are using the internet. Although most of us here use the internet, not everybody knows how it works or how it originated. That is my job today. I will give you a brief and broad overview on how it originated and how it works. The history does not go back long. The predecessor of the internet, as we know today, is called ARPANET, was created in 1969 by the Advanced Research Project Agency, otherwise known as ARPA. The original purpose for this was to allow government to communicate in case of nuclear war. It was meant to be mainly used for academics, military officials, and scientists. The ARPANET was one of many different networks. Each network used a different protocol. A protocol is rules, guidelines, or standards which regulate how the internet, or in this case ARPANET, works. It gave the rules on how each network should communicate with other networks. The first protocol was Network Control Protocol, otherwise known as NCP. It's the first protocol used to manage interactions between networks. What this did was allow multiple networks that were otherwise separate to connect. That was replaced by the Internet Protocol, TCP/IP, in 1982. This is the protocol currently in use, and it merged a lot of different networks, which led to what is now the Internet. Well, actually, it led to what is now the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web is not synonymous with the internet. The internet is a system of interconnected computer networks, whereas the World Wide Web is a service which runs on the internet, kind of like an app. Now that we know how the internet came to be, let us see how it works. The main components, and again, this is really broad, are servers, clients, routers, the standard which we discussed, TCP, IP, and internet providers. Alright, does anybody want to guess what this is? Well, it's supposed to be a cable. It's the most important part of the internet. After all, the internet is just a large network of computers, and that is how they connect. This is a server. A server is directly connected to the internet. What all of us have, we are clients. We're connected to the internet indirectly by an internet service provider. I don't know if any of you remember, but AOL is a good example of that. I guess most of us now use Roadrunner or Earthlink or something along those lines. Each server, which is directly connected to the internet, has an IP address and a domain name. This is actually, domain name is just used so people won't have to memorize the actual numbers, because I mean that's kind of difficult and annoying. So how this works is, when you, and I guess your boss, are using the internet at the same time, you guys are connected to the internet service provider. This, in turn, connects you to various different websites or web servers, whichever you are trying to use. In order to connect to the right website, server, domain, you need routers. Routers is what allows your information to go to the correct spot. For example, let's say you and your boss are using the internet. Again, you are connected through the ISP. The routers ensure that your requests go to the right website, and in turn also guarantees that your information coming back doesn't go to your boss, but to you instead. All right. The internet uses something called packet switching. Packet switching means basically the information goes from point A to point B in a variety of ways. It doesn't go as one large sum of information. It breaks down and, like, for example, you send in an email. All those letters that you send, they don't go in one large group, but instead each letter gets sent different routes. You see? Well, actually, I guess it's self-explanatory. And then it reassembles at the end. That is guided by the TCP, the protocol. Again, that is what basically sets the rules and allows all of this to happen. Overall, how the internet works is not so complicated. Nor does the history go back a long time. In a short time, however, it has managed to revolutionize how we do things.